The 1997 no-mint mark Lincoln Memorial Penny, a small copper-plated zinc coin weighing just 2.5 grams, may seem like an ordinary cent to most people, but for numismatists and rare coin collectors, certain specimens of this coin can hold a value of up to $360,000. While it's true that hundreds of millions of Lincoln Memorial cents were minted in 1997 at the Philadelphia Mint, which traditionally does not carry a mint mark, there are specific rare variations and conditions that can make this seemingly common coin one of the most valuable modern U.S. pennies ever struck. Understanding why this coin can be worth hundreds of thousands of dollars involves examining its unique minting characteristics, historical background, the types of errors that occurred during its production, grading levels, and the role of collector demand and market dynamics. These factors together transform an everyday coin into an ultra-rare and high-value collectible treasure. The Lincoln Memorial Penny series began in 1959, replacing the wheat penny design, and was minted until 2008. Designed by Frank Gasparo, the reverse of the coin featured the Lincoln Memorial in Washington, D.C., and it was the first U.S. coin to feature the same historical figure on both sides, Abraham Lincoln on the obverse and his memorial on the reverse. In 1997, these pennies were struck primarily at the Philadelphia and Denver mints, with Philadelphia issues lacking a mint mark. However, among the millions produced, a very small number of 1997 no-mint mark pennies have stood out because of their extremely rare minting errors, near-perfect condition, and certification by major grading services such as NGC, Numismatic, Guarantee Company, and PCGS, Professional Coin Grading Service. These factors can combine to give a specific coin a dramatic and unexpected market value, sometimes reaching as high as $360,000 at auction or private sales. One of the most important contributing factors to the high valuation of certain 1997 Lincoln Memorial cents is the close AM variety. On most 1997 business strike Lincoln pennies, the A and M in the word America on the reverse are clearly spaced apart, referred to as wide AM. However, a handful of 1997 pennies were mistakenly struck with the proof reverse, die, resulting in the letters being extremely close together, hence the term close AM. This type of error is rare and commands high prices due to its unintentional creation and very low survival rate in circulation. For collectors, acquiring a 1997 close AM Lincoln cent, especially in mint state red condition, is equivalent to acquiring a modern-day treasure. These coins, when graded MS-67 red or higher, can command prices in the tens or hundreds of thousands of dollars. In addition to the close AM variety, other mint errors also contribute significantly to the coin's potential value. These include double die obverse, DDO, errors, where a slight misalignment in the coin die leads to doubled images of Lincoln's features or inscriptions like Liberty, In God We Trust, and the date 1997. A clearly visible doubled die, especially one confirmed by error experts, can transform a simple penny into an extremely valuable piece. Some 1997 pennies have also been discovered with off-center strikes, die cracks, and struck-through grease errors, all of which can increase the appeal to serious collectors. A combination of two or more of these rare features, especially when certified, can push the coin's value far above average auction results. Another key aspect to understanding the $360,000 valuation is the grade of the coin. In numismatics, grade refers to the condition of a coin, and it is assessed on a 70-point scale. Coins graded MS-65 to MS-70 red are considered high-end and can be incredibly valuable if they also exhibit rare characteristics. The color grade, red, indicates that the coin retains at least 95% of its original red copper color, showing it was never circulated and has not toned or turned brown over time. For the 1997 Lincoln Memorial Penny, one graded MS-69 red with a close AM reverse, or DDO obverse, would be almost impossible to find. However, if such a coin surfaces, it would instantly become a numismatic marvel capable of commanding $360,000 or more. Demand in the collector market also plays a major role in pricing. Over the past 2 decades, coin collecting has surged in popularity due to online marketplaces like eBay, heritage auctions, and great collections. Coins with a strong backstory, recognized mint errors, or certified ultra-high grades can create bidding wars and fetch record-breaking prices. The 1997 no-mint mark penny, has become increasingly sought after as more collectors realize the possibility of finding these rare varieties in everyday change, inherited coin jars, or unsearched rolls. The combination of rarity, desirability, and media coverage creates momentum that drives up the value. Additionally, some collectors focus exclusively on Lincoln cents, building complete sets that require all known error types and varieties, including the elusive 1997 Close AM and DDO coins. Let's also consider the symbolic and historical significance of the Lincoln penny. Abraham Lincoln is one of the most beloved U.S. presidents, and the penny serves as a tribute to his legacy and leadership during a pivotal time in American history. The Lincoln Memorial reverse further adds to this significance, tying together historical architecture and leadership in one powerful design. For collectors who view coins not just as financial assets, but as historical artifacts, the 1997 Lincoln Memorial penny represents more than metal. It represents heritage, symbolism, and the thrill of discovering something extraordinarily rare in an unexpected place. Authentication is also essential. To be valued at $360,000, a 1997 no-mint mark Lincoln Memorial penny must be authenticated and slabbed by professional services such as PCGS or NGC. Certification not only ensures authenticity, but also protects the coin's integrity and provides an official grade that boosts buyer confidence. Coins and certified holders tend to achieve much higher prices than uncertified counterparts, especially in high-dollar markets. It's important to understand that the vast majority of 1997 Lincoln Memorial cents are only worth face value, just 1 cent. However, for the ultra-rare versions, combining factors such as Close AM reverse, DDO obverse, mint state red color, and third-party certification, the price skyrockets. In such cases, collectors are not just buying a coin, they are investing in a once-in-a-lifetime piece that could only exist due to a highly specific and rare alignment of minting conditions. In conclusion, while most 1997 no-mint mark Lincoln Memorial pennies remain common, some rare varieties and errors, particularly those in pristine condition, can fetch up to $360,000 or more. It's a striking example of how numismatics isn't just about age, but also about rarity, error types, demand, and condition. This tiny coin reminds us all that even in the most mundane places, your pocket, a coin jar, or a forgotten drawer, there might lie a hidden fortune waiting to be discovered. Whether you're a new collector or a seasoned expert, keeping an eye out for these rare characteristics can turn an ordinary coin into an extraordinary story and possibly a six-figure payday. Next up, the 1951 no-mint mark Lincoln wheat penny is more than just a small copper coin. It is a piece of American history that tells a story of economic resilience, artistic precision, and the continuing passion of collectors who hunt for treasures in the most unexpected places. Minted in Philadelphia with no mint mark, this penny is part of the iconic Lincoln Wheat series that ran from 1909 to 1958, designed by Victor David Brenner to commemorate the centennial of Abraham Lincoln's birth. While millions of 1951 pennies were struck, over 284 million to be exact, only a very small fraction survive today in uncirculated mint state conditions. It is this tiny population, especially those graded MS67 or higher with vivid red coloration and original luster, that makes them truly valuable. The market has witnessed a significant surge in demand for rare Lincoln wheat cents, particularly among those struck without a mint mark in exceptional condition. As a result, the value of this coin has reached an astonishing $160,000 for pristine, gem-quality examples, making it one of the most desirable coins from the mid-20th century. What makes the 1951 no-mint mark Lincoln wheat penny so special? It's a combination of factors: historical context, production quality, scarcity in high grades, and growing collector interest. First, the early 1950s was a post-war era of economic optimism in America, and the Lincoln penny was in wide circulation. But most of these coins were heavily used, scratched, and worn down in everyday transactions. Very few were preserved carefully, especially those struck at the Philadelphia Mint, which traditionally did not use mint marks. Over time, collectors realized that finding uncirculated versions of these coins with sharp details, no blemishes, and their original red sheen intact is incredibly rare. Coins like these are often referred to as red gems in the numismatic community, and they command the highest premiums at auctions. Another critical factor is the coin's design. The obverse features a right-facing bust of President Abraham Lincoln, with the word Liberty to the left and the date 1951 to the right. The absence of a mint mark below the date indicates its Philadelphia origin. The reverse displays two wheat stalks curving inward around the words 1 cent and United States of America, with E pluribus unum above. This classic wheat reverse, known for its symbolic representation of prosperity and growth, was replaced by the Lincoln Memorial reverse in 1959, making wheat pennies an enduring favorite among collectors. The simplicity and elegance of Brenner's original design, paired with the rarity of surviving high-grade examples, have elevated the 1951 no-mint mark penny into a coin of major significance. One of the key drivers of its current market value, pegged as high as $160,000, is condition and grading. A penny from 1951 in average circulated condition might only fetch a few cents to $1. However, if the same coin is found in uncirculated condition and certified by professional grading services like PCGS, Professional Coin Grading Service, or NGC, Numismatic Guarantee Company, with a grade of MS67 or higher, its value skyrockets. In fact, only a tiny handful of 1951 no-mint mark pennies have ever achieved such a grade, making them ultra-rare and highly sought after. Some even display unusual errors like double die obverses, off-center strikes, or repunched mint marks from overused dies. These anomalies drive values even higher due to their scarcity and uniqueness. Another factor adding to the coin's value is collector psychology and numismatic trends. Lincoln pennies are among the most collected coins in the world. Beginners start with Lincoln Memorial cents, and as they become more experienced, they shift to wheat pennies, especially rare dates, varieties, and high grades. The 1951 no-mint mark coin fits perfectly into this pattern. It's attainable in lower grades but becomes a trophy piece in mint state condition. With new collectors entering the hobby, the demand has outpaced the supply of high-grade examples, which has pushed prices to new heights. This is especially true when rare examples hit the auction block. Bids can go from a few thousand to tens of thousands in minutes, and with the right story or provenance, even reach six figures. In 2024, a record-breaking sale saw a gem-quality 1951 no-mint mark penny go for a jaw-dropping $160,000, cementing its place as a truly elite numismatic piece. In terms of composition, the 1951 Lincoln penny is made from 95% copper and 5% tin and zinc, weighing 3.11 grams. The coin has a diameter of 19 mm and features a smooth edge. While millions were minted, copper reacts over time to environmental exposure, oxidizing, darkening, and losing its original red color. That's why only those coins that were preserved, in ideal conditions, such as original bankrolls, sealed coin folders, or collector albums, retain their brilliant red luster and pristine surfaces. These are the examples that grading services label as red, RD, and assign the highest grades to, leading to the immense valuation. It's also important to address myths and misinformation. Not every 1951 no-mint mark penny is worth a fortune. Coins found in loose change, with signs of wear, corrosion, or scratches, are generally worth very little. For a coin to approach the $160,000 mark, it must be a certified mint state red MS67 or better coin with visual appeal and zero flaws. That's why grading and authentication are crucial. If you believe you have a high-quality 1951 penny, it's worth sending it to PCGS or NGC for professional evaluation. Additionally, coins with provenance, those that have appeared in major auctions or have belonged to renowned collections, tend to fetch more due to their established history. In conclusion, the 1951 no-mint mark Lincoln wheat penny is a fascinating example of how everyday coins can turn into extraordinary collectibles. From its humble beginnings in the Philadelphia Mint to its current status as a potential six-figure treasure, this coin symbolizes more than monetary value. It reflects American history, artistic excellence, and the enduring spirit of numismatics. Whether you are a seasoned collector or just starting out, keeping an eye out for a pristine 1951 penny might just lead you to an exceptional and rare find. The fact that this seemingly ordinary coin can now be valued as high as $160,000 speaks volumes about the incredible stories coins can tell. So, if you're lucky enough to discover one in your collection, have it professionally graded, research its rarity, and you might just hold a piece of numismatic gold in the palm of your hand. Next up, the 1936 no-mint mark Lincoln wheat penny is a coin that captures the attention of collectors and historians alike due to its blend of historical significance, classic design, and potential rarity, especially when found in pristine condition or with unique minting errors. Struck at the Philadelphia Mint, denoted by the absence of a mint mark, this penny emerged during a pivotal time in American history, as the country was still recovering from the Great Depression and preparing to face global challenges in the years ahead. The Lincoln Cent series, introduced in 1909 to commemorate the 100th anniversary of President Abraham Lincoln's birth, had become an icon in American numismatics by 1936. Designed by Victor David Brenner, the obverse of the coin features a detailed right-facing profile of Lincoln, coupled with the inscriptions, "In God We Trust," along the top, "Liberty," to the left, and the date 1936 to the right. The reverse displays the famous wheat stalks framing the words, "1 cent," and "United States of America," with "E pluribus unum" above. This classic wheat reverse remained in use until 1958, and has become a nostalgic symbol of early to mid-20th century American coinage. Although the 1936 Lincoln wheat penny was produced in large quantities, over 309 million coins at the Philadelphia Mint, the value of an individual coin can vary significantly based on several factors, including condition, coloration, and whether it exhibits any rare die varieties or mint errors. In general, circulated examples are common and typically worth between 10 cents and $1. However, collectors treasure high-grade, uncirculated examples with original red luster. These red coins, when graded by top agencies such as PCGS or NGC, can command thousands of dollars. An MS-67 red, mint state 67 with red luster penny from 1936, for example, can be valued at over $5,000, with auction records showing that some exceptional specimens have fetched prices as high as $19,200. These coins are rare, not because of their date, but because of their immaculate preservation over nearly a century. The surfaces of such coins are free from contact marks, show full original color, and retain the sharp detail intended by the mint's dies. In some rare instances, collectors and dealers have placed a value of up to $360,000 on the finest known examples with exceptional provenance, perfect strike, and possibly a desirable mint error. One of the most sought-after varieties of the 1936 wheat penny is the double die obverse, DDO, which displays noticeable doubling of the inscriptions, "In God We Trust," "Liberty," and the date. These errors occur during the hubbing process, when the die receives more than one misaligned impression from the hub, resulting in a doubling effect. DDO coins are prized by collectors for their rarity and visual appeal, with even lower-grade examples fetching hundreds of dollars. High-grade DDO 1936 pennies can sell for thousands, and this demand drives continued interest in examining circulated coins for possible overlooked varieties. Besides DDOs, other minting anomalies such as off-center strikes, broad strikes, die cracks, and lamination errors have also surfaced in 1936 issues. Some of these error coins, especially when coupled with uncirculated grades, have auctioned for impressive sums and are occasionally listed for values well into the tens of thousands. The extremely rare combinations of exceptional condition and striking errors are the driving force behind some of the highest valuations seen for this coin. The 1936 no-mint mark wheat penny's market value of up to $360,000 is generally reserved for coins that are the finest known of their kind, or that feature a combination of ultra-rare characteristics, such as a flawless MS-68 RD grade, along with a dramatic mint error or unique provenance. While such coins are extraordinarily rare, their existence cannot be dismissed, and they serve as a gold standard for collectors hoping to find valuable examples in old coin rolls, family collections, or estate holdings. As the numismatic community continues to grow and coin grading becomes more standardized, the demand for premium examples of classic American coins like the 1936 wheat penny remains high. Auction houses and marketplaces like Heritage Auctions, Stack's Bowers, and Great Collections often feature premium Lincoln cents, and verified examples with strong eye appeal are quickly snapped up by seasoned collectors. It's also worth noting that even the discovery of a new high-grade example or error variety can significantly shift market perceptions and values. Investors and collectors alike are increasingly viewing rare coins as tangible assets with the potential for significant appreciation, especially in volatile economic times. The 1936 wheat penny, with its historical symbolism, timeless design, and the possibility of finding hidden gems among them, represents an exciting frontier for collectors at all levels. Those seeking such coins should familiarize themselves with authentication and grading services such as PCGS, Professional Coin Grading Service, or NGC, Numismatic Guarantee Company, which provides certification that dramatically impacts a coin's marketability and value. Collectors are also advised to study the characteristics of genuine mint errors and familiarize themselves with the varieties cataloged in reference guides such as the Cherry Picker's Guide or the Lincoln Cent Error Variety Guide. These resources help distinguish between authentic valuable coins and post-mint damage or fakes, which unfortunately circulate in the online marketplace. Finally, it is important to appreciate the cultural and historical significance of the 1936 Lincoln wheat penny. It reflects a time when America was navigating a path between two global wars, and when citizens carried Lincoln's image in their pockets during an era of rebuilding and hope. The wheat penny series itself remains a favorite among new and veteran collectors alike, often serving as the gateway into the fascinating world of numismatics. In a modern context, the 1936 no-mint mark wheat penny continues to surprise collectors with its potential hidden value. Whether it's the thrill of finding an uncirculated coin in a family heirloom, or the pursuit of identifying an elusive error variety, the journey toward discovering one of these rare gems keeps interest in the 1936 wheat penny alive. With some top-tier examples valued at up to $360,000 in today's market, it remains a symbol not only of history and craftsmanship, but also of the enduring value that a single copper coin can hold in the hands of a discerning collector. Next up, the 1935 no-mint mark Lincoln wheat penny stands as one of the more intriguing issues in the extensive wheat penny series, especially when collectors discover high-grade or rare error varieties. Struck at the Philadelphia Mint, as denoted by the absence of a mint mark beneath the date, this coin is part of a long-standing and widely collected series that began in 1909 to honor the 100th anniversary of President Abraham Lincoln's birth. Designed by Victor David Brenner, the obverse features a portrait of Lincoln facing right with the inscriptions, "In God We Trust" above, "Liberty" to the left, and the date 1935 on the right. The reverse proudly displays two stylized wheat ears flanking the central text 1 cent and United States of America, with E pluribus unum at the top. These design elements not only symbolize the values of hard work and prosperity, but have also contributed to the coin's iconic status among American numismatists. While the 1935 Lincoln cent was produced in significant numbers, over 245 million pieces from the Philadelphia Mint alone, its market value today can be surprisingly high, especially for specimens in pristine condition, with certain coins reportedly reaching a staggering $560,000 due to exceptional characteristics such as being the finest known example, featuring extremely rare minting errors, or carrying significant historical provenance. Although the majority of 1935 Lincoln wheat pennies are still relatively common in lower circulated grades, it is the top-tier mint state coins that command the highest premiums. Coins that have retained their full red coloration, RD, with no signs of wear, clean fields, and sharp strike, are the most desirable. Collectors often look for examples graded by PCGS or NGC at MS67 RD or higher. In the ultra-competitive field of Lincoln cent collecting, any coin that reaches MS68 RD is extraordinarily rare. These examples are considered condition rarities and can be valued from $20,000 to $50,000, depending on eye appeal, luster, and the presence of die errors. However, there are very few coins certified at such high levels. Numismatic auction records have shown that some 1935 Lincoln cents with phenomenal preservation and distinct features, like double dies or other rare anomalies, have fetched exceptional prices. In rare cases, specific coins with unique stories or provenances, such as those found in long-forgotten mint-sealed bags, estate collections, or showcasing spectacular errors, have been listed or valued in the ballpark of $560,000, creating immense excitement among collectors and historians alike. Adding to the intrigue of the 1935 wheat penny is the potential for minting varieties and errors, which dramatically increase a coin's appeal and value. Although Philadelphia, mint coins are generally thought to be error-free compared to other mints like Denver or San Francisco, the 1935 penny is known to exhibit subtle and rare die varieties. These include double die obverse (DDO) and double die reverse (DDR) versions, where doubling is noticeable on inscriptions such as "In God We Trust," "Liberty," or 1 cent. These varieties can bring hundreds or even thousands of dollars depending on grade and visibility. Other errors include off-center strikes, clipped planchets, broad strikes, die cracks, and die cuts. An off-center 1935 penny with over 50% of the design missing, or one with a dramatic die break across Lincoln's face, could easily fetch thousands on the numismatic market. Collectors specializing in Lincoln cent errors consider these types of coins prize acquisitions, and with growing interest in error coins across online platforms and auction houses, their value continues to rise. From a historical perspective, the 1935 penny represents a significant era in American history. The nation was slowly emerging from the Great Depression, and the penny itself was a symbol of everyday survival for many Americans. Just 1 cent could buy basic items like a candy bar, a loaf of bread, or a newspaper. For collectors today, the historical context of the coin, representing hope during economic hardship, adds another layer of meaning. This also enhances its desirability among those who appreciate not just the metal, but the story it tells. The Lincoln cent's long run, from 1909 to today, albeit with design changes, allows collectors to build comprehensive date and mint mark sets, and the 1935 issue plays an essential role in completing those collections. In recent years, with the numismatic market booming due to increased interest, digital auction accessibility, and the rise of coin investing, the prices of rare and high-grade Lincoln cents have reached new heights. While a circulated 1935 penny might fetch $0.10 to $2 depending on condition, a brilliant uncirculated gem with rich red luster and no distracting marks could reach over $10,000. The truly elite examples, graded MS68RD or above, or with extraordinary errors, can justify a valuation of up to $560,000. These valuations aren't just speculative. They reflect real demand in the high-end coin collecting market, where competition among collectors for the best of the best has driven prices up at major auctions including Stack's Bowers, Heritage Auctions, and Great Collections. In addition, the appeal of certified coins, especially those encapsulated with eye-catching designations like top population for that grade, continues to make these coins standout investment-grade pieces. Education and authentication are key in this niche. Collectors who believe they have a valuable 1935 Lincoln cent are encouraged to submit it to PCGS or NGC for certification, where it will be graded, photographed, and added to population reports. This not only verifies authenticity, but also significantly increases its market value. Potential sellers should also familiarize themselves with current trends in the hobby: coin condition, color classification, red, red-brown, brown, strike, quality, and whether the coin has any eye-catching features such as full wheat lines or exceptional cartwheel luster. Joining collector communities, visiting coin shows, or browsing trusted forums like the Coin Community or Lincoln Cent Resource can also provide valuable insight into identifying rare traits and understanding market demand. Collectors of the Lincoln Wheat Penny series often describe the 1935 penny as a sleeper coin, one that appears common at first glance, but can be incredibly valuable under the right circumstances. It offers the thrill of discovery, as enthusiasts sift through rolls and collections in search of high-grade or error specimens. Its accessibility, combined with the potential for finding a life-changing example, makes it a popular choice for both beginning collectors and seasoned numismatists. The fact that a humble copper coin could potentially be worth $560,000 continues to fuel fascination and exploration in the hobby. As with all coins of potential high value, patience, knowledge, and a little luck go a long way. And in the case Of the 1935 no-mint mark Lincoln wheat penny, there's always the chance that a coin tucked away in an old box or passed down through generations could turn out to be a hidden gem, worthy of museum shelves or the spotlight at a major auction. Next up, the 1934 D wheat penny stands as an iconic piece in the rich tapestry of American numismatics, embodying not only the artistry of early 20th century coinage, but also the economic and social history of its time. Minted at the Denver Mint, as indicated by the distinctive D mint mark located beneath the date on the obverse, this penny is part of the broader Lincoln Wheat series produced from 1909 to 1958. This series is cherished by collectors worldwide for its timeless design featuring the dignified portrait of President Abraham Lincoln on the obverse, crafted by Victor David Brenner, and the iconic reverse depicting two stalks of wheat symbolizing prosperity and agricultural heritage. The 1934 D penny, in particular, carries a unique allure for collectors, especially in high-grade conditions where it can command astonishing market values, reaching up to $70,000 for mint state red, MS66 or higher examples, certified by trusted grading services such as PCGS and NGC. Although millions of these pennies were minted, the availability of flawless specimens is remarkably limited, making well-preserved coins highly sought after by numismatists and investors alike. Examining the 1934 D wheat penny's physical features, one immediately notices the crisp details on both sides of the coin. The obverse proudly displays the profile of Abraham Lincoln facing right, with "In God We Trust" emblazoned above his head. Liberty to the left, and the date 1934 with the prominent D mint mark to the right. The reverse side features the denomination 1 cent in large letters, flanked by two elegant wheat stalks, a symbol not just of agriculture, but also of America's hopes for growth and prosperity during the uncertain times of the 1930s. Above the denomination arches the Latin motto, E pluribus unum, meaning out of many, one, reflecting the unity of the states in the face of hardship. This design remained a staple of American coinage for nearly 5 decades, endearing itself to generations of collectors who appreciate its historic significance and understated beauty. What truly elevates the 1934 D wheat penny to a prized collectible is its scarcity in high-grade condition. While lower-grade circulated examples are relatively common and accessible to everyday collectors, coins that have survived with their original mint red luster, minimal wear, and sharp strike detail are exceedingly rare. This rarity is reflected in the coin's market value, which can range from a few dollars for well-worn pieces to as much as $70,000 or more for top-tier certified mint state red specimens graded MS66 or higher. The Denver Mint, in 1934, produced these pennies with varying quality of strikes in plancher condition, making the discovery of perfect coins all the more exceptional. This scarcity is further compounded by natural wear over the decades, meaning that those who seek to add a 1934 D wheat penny to their collection in superb condition face a real challenge and a potentially lucrative reward. The 1930s were a turbulent era for the United States, with the Great Depression casting a long shadow over the economy and everyday life. Against this backdrop, the penny served as an indispensable coin for everyday transactions, a small but essential piece of currency that circulated through countless hands. The 1934 D wheat penny is not just a coin, it is a tangible link to this era, a reminder of the resilience and determination of Americans during tough times. Owning such a coin in pristine condition is like possessing a preserved fragment of history, carrying with it stories of perseverance, hope, and the eventual recovery that would shape the nation's future. Adding to the coin's appeal are the rare minting errors and varieties that sometimes appear with the 1934 D wheat penny. Collectors treasure coins with doubled dies, repunched mint marks, off-center strikes, and clipped planchers, all of which can significantly enhance a coin's rarity and value. Though these varieties are not widespread for the 1934 D, those that do exist command a premium, drawing attention from specialized era coin collectors. For instance, a 1934 D wheat penny with a noticeable repunched mint mark can sell for several $1,000 depending on the clarity of the doubling and the coin's condition. These anomalies remind collectors that every coin carries a unique story, not just in its design but in the intricacies of its production. Such pieces add a thrilling dimension to the hobby, blending artistry, history, and the fascinating quirks of minting technology. Certification and grading play a crucial role in establishing the market value of the 1934 D wheat penny. Coins submitted to professional grading services like the Professional Coin Grading Service, PCGS, and Numismatic Guarantee Corporation, NGC, receive standardized grades reflecting their condition, strike, luster, and color. A coin graded MS65RD or higher, for example, can fetch exponentially more than an ungraded coin due to the confidence such certification provides to buyers and sellers. The designation RD, red, is particularly important for copper pennies, indicating that the coin retains most of its original red copper color, a factor that dramatically increases desirability and price. Additionally, coins that receive the Certified Acceptance Corporation, CAC, sticker, which signifies superior quality within their grade, often command premiums in auctions. This certification not only helps protect the coin's value, but also assures collectors that their investment is sound and authentic. Beyond the technical aspects of condition and grading, the emotional and historical significance of the 1934 D wheat penny resonates strongly with collectors. It serves as a symbol of American heritage, linking modern-day enthusiasts with a time when President Abraham Lincoln's image first appeared on the penny in 1909, marking the centennial of his birth. The wheat ears on the reverse connect us to the agricultural backbone of the country, reflecting the values of hard work and hope during the 1930s. For many, collecting wheat pennies is about more than just numbers. It is about preserving a piece of history, understanding the past, and appreciating the craftsmanship and symbolism embedded in every coin. In terms of investment potential, the 1934 D wheat penny remains a strong contender in the rare coin market. With increasing interest from both numismatists and investors, coins in top grades have shown consistent appreciation in value over the years. The finite supply of high-grade examples ensures that demand outpaces availability, a classic dynamic that pushes prices upward. Furthermore, the coin's historical importance, combined with its aesthetic appeal, gives it a broad base of desirability. Unlike some modern collectibles whose values can fluctuate wildly, the 1934 D wheat penny offers a steady and tangible asset that collectors can both enjoy and potentially profit from over time. Whether bought at auction, from a reputable dealer, or found by chance, this coin represents a fascinating intersection of history, art, and financial value. Collectors seeking to add the 1934 D wheat penny to their collection should focus on acquiring coins that are professionally graded and come with full provenance when possible. Due diligence is essential to avoid counterfeits or improperly attributed coins, particularly as the value climbs into the tens of thousands of dollars. Attending major coin shows, consulting with expert dealers, and studying population reports from grading companies can help collectors navigate the market confidently. The coin's enduring popularity and value make it a rewarding pursuit. Whether you are a beginner starting your first Lincoln cent set, or an advanced collector seeking a jewel for your high-grade collection. In conclusion, the 1934 D mint mark wheat penny is far more than a simple copper coin. It is a highly coveted numismatic treasure steeped in American history, artistry, and economic significance. With a market value reaching as high as $70,000 for superior mint state red specimens, this coin exemplifies the thrilling potential that lies within the world of coin collecting. Its classic design, symbolic imagery, and connection to a pivotal era in U.S. history make it a must-have for serious collectors and investors. As the interest in rare Lincoln wheat pennies continues to grow, so too does the appreciation for this 1934 D gem, ensuring that it will remain a shining star in the coin collecting community for generations to come.